Hi, I'm Carol, and this is Rooted in the Chart, and today we're going to be talking about the Gemini Moon. We're going to talk about what it looks like, we're going to talk about why it's important, we're going to talk about house placements, and we're going to talk about an important transit that you have coming up. So let's get into it. Understanding your moon sign is the most important thing that astrology can offer you, because your moon sign tells you what you do to seek emotional safety. So whatever you do in your life, wherever you go, you're always going to feel this emotional need tugging at your soul. So knowing what it is so that you can leave room in your life for it is really, really important. In the case of the Gemini moon, what they do to seek emotional security is they intellectualize their feelings. So you'll find them as avid journalers, you'll find them communicating information that is just vast amounts of information. You might find that they're extremely chatty, or they're always going on deep dives, or they're always learning new information, because this is what actually makes them feel in their heart safe. Thing Gemini moons especially need to look out for is that because they process such vast amounts of information to feel safe, sometimes they can kind of get scrambled or scattered just by the amount of information that they've seen and processed. So if you are a Gemini moon, you are seeking that information to feel emotionally secure, but you can kind of get to where you're jumping from subject to subject because there's so much information in your head. So I found that if you can just focus that energy on one thing, a lot of times you'll start to feel a lot better, but it is very hard in the moment to focus because you're trying to process lots of energy to feel safe. So that's something to keep your eye on. Some examples of some famous Gemini moons are Sigmund Freud, Barack Obama, and Tina Turner. So what that means is that all of these people have turned to information and processing as a means of feeling emotionally safe. Now, a lot of people have Gemini placements that are strong in their chart. What makes the Gemini moon placement specifically different is that the reason that these people are looking to the information is because it makes them feel emotionally safe and secure. If you are a Gemini moon, at some point in the next 8 years, Uranus is going to be going over your moon because Uranus just entered Gemini. So this means that you're going to have a Uranus transit over your moon. Uranus transits are extremely disruptive, and they really demand that you be authentic. And when you're not being authentic, it can feel extremely suffocating. I did a whole video on this, linked in the description box below if you'd like more information on the Uranus transit you have coming up. Let's add an extra layer of depth to this. Okay, so you want to look at the area of your life or the house that it's in your chart. So if you don't know how to find that, you just look at your chart and there's numbers in the middle, and those are the areas of your life. Okay, so if, for example, your Gemini moon is in house 10, that means in your career and public image, you're going to have this Gemini moon need to be chatty, to process information, and do things along that route. Okay. If it's in house 4, though, that's your family house. So it might really only ever play out in your family house to get that emotional need met. So your career, they might not ever see that side of you. It's a little bit more focused on your family. So what I want you to do is look at your chart and to find which house it's in. And I'm going to put up on the screen the different houses so you can get a little bit more information. Wherever your Gemini moon falls, you're going to need to leave space in your life to let this play out, because this emotional need is not going anywhere and it's going to happen over and over in your life. So leave space for it, because you're going to need to be doing it or you're going to feel unsafe. If you would like to go deeper, my email is up on the screen because individual readings are now open. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, and I hope to see you in another one. Bye.